Hey, two's better than one when you buy a ticket to. The men also in action tonight. Same teams early on. Emmanuel Christian alum Jaden Sims splits the defense, gets the lay-in to fall. Saints up 2. A few possessions later, Kevin Rice drawn to the bucket off glass for the score, but Saints head into the locker room down 8. Second half, Kaiwan Graham off the drive finds a wide open Sims, lets the 3 swish. Sims 4 of 5 from three-point range, finishes with a game-high 22 points, but down the stretch, Indiana Tech able to make timely runs. Saints fall 71-56, but the coach happy with performance from his team.
One thing I was proud of my guys, I thought we battled. I thought we competed on both sides of the ball. I thought our energy was really good. Tip your hat to Indiana Tech. They got a really good ball club. Their depth was a huge problem for us, and their size. Their size caused a problem for Slim and Curtis Bell too. But I thought we played pretty hard against a really good ball club tonight.
Let's send it over to the guys who had the call for both the women's and the men's game.
Welcome back one final time inside the Siena Heights University Fieldhouse. And starting with the women's game tonight, it was a battle of number 1 versus number 3 in the conference. And coming in, you knew Siena Heights had a challenge in front of them, given the fact that for the Saints, they were a little bit shorthanded. Peyton Banks, their leading scorer, 20 and 10, not available tonight.
Yeah, but it really did live up to the height of a 1 versus 3 game. You saw both those teams battle to the end. The start of the game was rough, to say the least. The first quarter, probably something both coaches would like to forget. But the next 3 quarters of action were a ton of fun, were great to call. You saw some big performances, especially on the Siena Heights team. They were able to step up in the absence of Peyton Banks, and you see what life is going to be like without her. I think they did a nice job tonight answering the test against a really tough squad. Even though they didn't get the win, you like where you're at.
And then turning our attention to the men's game, where again, Indiana Tech came in as the favorite, a balanced group across the board. The Saints put up a challenge for about the first 30 minutes in this one. Big run started to separate this game. And down the stretch, I think you're still seeing that for Siena Heights, it's going to be a process.
Yeah, and you also heard from Coach. He talked about the depth, the lack of depth that they have right now. Talked about how just over time they have tough stretches where it's hard for them to score. And when you've got a young team, you're going to go through stretches like that. He talked about running out of timeouts. He uses those timeouts to his advantage to be able to communicate with his players. Just didn't have enough there and gave up a run, gave up a stretch there where they just could not get a stop when they needed to. 4 threes in about a 2-minute strain. You can't give that up if you want to pull off a win here at home against a very talented Indiana Tech team.
And certainly one of the bright spots tonight, though, for the Siena Heights Saints, the freshman Jaden Sims out of Emmanuel Christian High School finished with a game-high 22 points, knocking down 4 triples. Great performance for the freshman. That'll do it for us in this Wednesday night doubleheader.